Hey folks, welcome back to the Portable Gamer and welcome back to European Truck Simulator 2. Continuing our trip down through Europe. So, first thing you can notice, I went ahead and skinned the truck. I mentioned it in the previous episode. I wanted to do some things to, I don't know, change it up a little bit, but also to personalize the channel. So we went ahead and did the Joueur Portable, the Portable Gamer, and we've done some... right? So that would be Portable Gamer Trucking in Reims. And I've also done some trailers. So let's get our game going here and see if we have any trailers available that are going to have our skin on them. And then I've got some other things in store for later. Not this episode, but long term, like going down the road, so to speak. I've got some other things that I really want to try as well. As far as branding the company inside the channel without becoming a complete lunatic about it. Let me see. I've decided, where's this going? It's not very long. I've decided that, that's going back the way we came. However, no, I want to go down across. I want to go down across here. Well, that won't be one of our branded trailers. But what can you do? Oh, slow, oh, slow. I think this is going to be it. Lithuania? Oh, okay. We can take some boats. Let's try this guy right here. This may give us the option of selecting a trailer, which is not that big a deal. I mean, realistically, it's not that big a deal, but it'd be fun. And what time is it? 11 a.m. Man, I'm trying to drive in daylight. I really am. But it's like the game is conspiring against me now. It knows that I'm trying to drive in daylight. We did just sleep, so we should be able to make it the whole way. And our job that we're picking up is just right around the corner. So everything, hopefully everything will be cool. So yep, I went ahead and, it's, you know, I sound like I'm complaining sometimes. I'm really not. I've said in other videos, I have a really, really nice life. So not complaining at all. But from time to time it does sound a little whiny when I talk about how hard everything is. And it's been a minute since I did any skins. I talk pretty. It's been a minute since I've done any skins, and it's really been a minute since I've done any trailer skins, and then there are also some game features that I haven't skinned at all, ever. So it's been kind of I'm reluctant to say a struggle, but yesterday I spent the better part of all day getting these skins sorted out. Not a relaxing Sunday, but not bad. I'm sure other people's Sundays were much worse and more stressful than mine. Maybe catch the screen light. Yeah. So I got this truck skinned, which is no problem. And then I got one trailer pack skin, and that was it wasn't a problem, but it took a little effort. But there's the most secret part of my secret plan is what took the most effort to get skinned, and I've got that skinned and running just fine in my other profile, my test profile. And hopefully we'll see some of that come into this series in, I don't know, the next couple of episodes. So, what I was saying earlier, as far as a change of plans, my initial plan was to drive this Scania 164 all the way down through Poland and Romania and Czech Republic, down through Macedonia, all the way to Italy, and then down Italy, down to Sicily, back up around Spain, the northern part of Spain that we can sort of dabble in, and then back to Reims. And as I thought about it, I realized that's going to be like another, I don't know, 20 episodes, 25 episodes. It's as far as we've gone to get here. And then probably that distance again. So it's a ways. It would be, if I'm doing 3 of these a week, and I'm doing more or less 3 a week, but at that rate, it would be maybe a month or 2. No, he says no, you can't come over. It would be a month or 2. It would be like 6 weeks before we concentrating. Before we got out of this 164. I love the 164. Don't get me wrong. I think it's a great truck, but come on. Oh, sweet. So if this works out properly, we will get to pick one of our own. No, didn't work out. Well, I can't say it didn't work out properly, but no, we're not gonna get to use one of our skin trailers. Not a big deal. We're in a skin truck. See, this is I guess one of the things that I would encourage everybody to do in your life is make that lemonade, man. I used to be kind of a cranky guy, and it took a while, but I finally learned to really be positive and see the good in everything. It's frustrating. I don't always pull it off, but that is certainly the goal, because it really is. It's an amazing life, and it's kind of short, and then you're dead for a long, long time. So make the most of it and enjoy every minute of it, and don't get upset about little things. And I'm telling you that, but I'm also telling myself that. It's something I need to keep in mind. We will see those skin trailers soon enough. And then we'll see I got another big reveal coming, as they say, in the business, the industry. Right, how far we got to go? 533 kilometers. Is any of that? Yeah, some of that has to be ferry, because we're on the north side of the Prometheus. So here we go. And what's our weight on this? I was so excited about having a skin trailer, I forgot to. 9 tons. Oh, all right. That'll do, I suppose. So, right, we'll get this dropped off, and concentrating. Right. So what else can I tell you is going on? As far as the channel, the whole channel, nothing but the channel. You know, I did a 90-minute farm sim video yesterday, and I've not had problems with stuttering and chop in farm sim, not since like early days. I think I've got my settings dialed there. You know, cattle and crops, I'm struggling with frame rate and various other things. Although it's intermittent, it's not the whole video. It's like it comes and goes, and I'm racking my brain trying to figure out what is going on and off, right? Because when you have a problem like that, that's what it means. You got something coming and going. Well, what's coming and going that's messing with my frame rate? That's cattle and crops. That's a whole nother whatever thing. But Farming Simulator 2017 was pretty good until yesterday. And then I got to thinking, that was a 90-minute video. It was almost 35 gig of video that I had to upload. And I was wondering if the video length has anything to do with, not the video length, but I guess the file size. I'm trying to sort it out. And then the other question I have, of course, is 90 minutes too long for a video? Because for me, there's several ways that because I watch these videos as well. I'm not just a content creator, I'm also a viewer. I watch these videos. 30 minutes seems to be about that's about the, you know, the hootenanny. That's about the whatever. Duration, that's the word. It's about 30 minutes. And I know there's more than just, you know, how long do people want to stick around and watch a video. That's part of it, though. That's a big part of it. But another part of it is file size, upload. What am I looking at here? Is like some kind of old-timey ship? Oh, yeah. There's the... figure out where I'm going here. And we've got scenery loading. Come on. Keep it together, game. Keep it together. So there is... I don't want to say attention span, but... what does this say? Alright. I'm not 100% feeling good about this, but we'll try it. There's the attention span of the viewer. And I'm guessing, you know, you would want to make your videos appropriate to the length of time that your intended audience likes to watch a video, right? Give the people what they want. That's part of it, but file size is a reality as well, and upload speed. You know, how good is your connection and how long? It took me an hour and a half to upload a 30 plus gig file. If I didn't have that good connection, it could have taken a week. So that's part of it as well. Let me get my wipers turned off so they're not. Can I get it? Nope. Can I get it? Yes. Right. No, I didn't get it. Come on. Did I get it? I got it. Okay. All right. Where are we going? Well, I guess we're going there. It's the only place we can go. All right. And we embark. So several factors at work, I guess, is what I'm saying. And I'm searching for the perfect length for a video, but for me personally, as a viewer of videos, I don't mind a long video. And I'm not saying I want you to fall asleep watching my videos. But I know sometimes I will kind of zone out, fall asleep watching farm vid, truck vid. I'm feeling like, trying to do this all in cap, but I'm feeling, post. I can't tell if there's another, yeah, there's another one right there. Hook it. Oh. Christmas miracle. So for me, I don't mind a long video that I can fall asleep to. And of course the other thing you can do is if the video is too long, you just pause it and come back to it. Come back where you left off. I feel like I'm leaving this place wrongly, incorrectly. This seems like, I don't know, man, this doesn't, I'm doing it, but it doesn't feel right. Well, it's the only gate, so I guess this has to be right. So for me, I don't mind a 90-minute or a 2-hour video. And then, I guess, sort of supplementary to that, ancillary, tertiary, whatever. How often? Let me see the light. How often do I post video? Right? I've been doing daily. Well, initially, like literally the first few days of the channel, I put up, I think, 20 videos in just a couple days, but we had recorded them ahead of time with the specific intention that on day one the channel wouldn't have one video. day two videos, right? We did it deliberately so that there would be a little bit of a base of content that if somebody did find the channel on day one, that there would be more than one video for them to watch. And also, honestly, I've been practicing. This is weird to say, but I did practice. I did spend some time, making some videos that I knew nobody would ever see, but I did have friends and family review them and take a peek, and they pointed out a lot of things like don't do this, don't do this. Even people that really didn't know anything about audio or video production, they still knew what was okay and what was not okay. And I had a lot of people tell me, just relax, be yourself. The audience can take it or leave it. Don't try to be anything. A lot of really good advice. So I made those, and even though I knew nobody was going to see them, I still recorded them as though someone was, which is completely different than just putting on a headset, playing ETS, and talking to yourself for half an hour. And I can't explain what the difference is, but there is a difference. Making something that I guess there's the possibility of people seeing kind of keeps you on your toes a little bit. So we made like 20 of those and we put them up on the channel, and then I've been doing one per day ever since. But for a while I was trying to do 2 or 3 per day. But again, learn from those what came before, and seeing the way that people that are good at this do it has really okay, no trailer damage. We'll check that on review. I believe I was speeding just a tiny bit, but in real life I would say they did not have clearance, but we'll see. So I was posting for a while a couple videos a day, and again, learning from the people that I know that do this, that are really good at it. I guess one of the questions I would have is, how much is enough? People are busy, they have lives, they do things, so I don't know that you can necessarily be sort of spamming people and giving them X hours of content per day, unless you sort of know that they cannot and will not watch all of it. I know there are some YouTubers that stream like literally 7 or 8 or 10 hours of video a day, and that's great, and they have a big audience and it's working for them. I'm not bashing it at all. It's working for them. By all means, keep it up. But to me, at a certain point, it becomes almost like a bar, almost, that you can just duck into and duck out of. Like, it's always there, and it's always open, and you can go visit if you want. But if you're busy and you can't get there, it's okay, because you just go the next day and it'll still be open. If that makes sense. So I feel that a YouTuber or streamer like that, they're not expecting you to be there for every minute of it. Whereas somebody like, should I name names? Should I be specific? Somebody like the Killian Experience releases a 10-minute video every 2 or 3 weeks, and it gets 250,000 views because he really meters his content, right? Artificial scarcity, they call that in marketing. So I don't want to be at either one of those two extremes. I can't stream 10 hours a day. Even if I could, I don't think I would. And then at the other end is making those videos that are sort of sporadic. And the thing about the Killian Experience is his videos look like they have a lot of production put into them, if nothing else other than the gaming. And if you haven't seen them, check them out. But it looks like he has to record a lot of game to get 10 or 12 minutes of the video that he uses, because he needs sort of specific little scenes and vignettes and that sort of thing. You get what I'm saying. Neither one of those two extremes. I want to land somewhere in the middle. So where is that? Is that 30 minutes a day? Honestly, 30 minutes a day doesn't seem like enough. As a viewer, I want more than that. I spend a lot of time at my desk, unfortunately. Not unfortunately. I'm lucky to have a desk. See? There's that positivity. There's that lemonade. I sit at my desk a lot, so I can check out a video anytime I want, and I do. And then, like I said, I've been known to fall asleep with the tablet. It's weird because I can remember as a kid there was still TV. TV was a thing when I was a kid. TV is like gone now, and it's an evolution. But now instead of this number of channels or 500 channels or 40 channels or 3 channels like they used to have back in the day time of Earth, now there is whatever you want. You can go on YouTube, you can find anything you want, and then when you add in Netflix and Hulu and Amazon Prime and everything else, you can find literally anything that you want. I know people talk about 500 channels of cable. Go on YouTube, man. There's 5 million channels, and I realize it's not the same. Like you can't just click on any random YouTube channel and get the same quality of product that you would find like from an HBO series or from an ESPN series or something. They're not all gems, but there's enough good stuff out there, and because of the democratizing nature of YouTube, the good stuff does tend to make its way to the top. So if something is recommended, or if something has a lot of views, or if it's a popular channel, there's some trash in there for sure. But there's a lot of good stuff, and you find it by letting other people sort of guide you to it. That's what the algorithm does, or supposed to. So, scenery. Yeah, there we go. Scenery, come on. The little pause jerk that it makes as it's loading scenery is the same pause that it makes right before it crashes. Oh, game. My heart is racing right now. Oh. And I run an external solid state drive, and then I've got a solid state drive that I use almost like a RAM booster. And it looks like a rave on my desk right now because the lights for those two drives are just going crazy. Right. Okay. What was I talking about? All the channels, all the things there are. So I don't necessarily. At my apartment, I don't actually have a TV in my apartment anywhere at all. I have my bedroom is just a bed. I have no furniture. Very stripped down Spartan lifestyle. And then my living room I generally turn into an office wherever I live. So there's that. Now I'm in this ridiculous hotel suite and there's TVs everywhere. But I still very often fall asleep with my tablet. And not like a crazy person. But, I can close out my day, watch some headlines, watch a little BBC, watch some ESPN, watch some farming videos, whatever. And fall asleep like that. So as far as content, if somebody puts up more content than I'm able to get out in front of, there's a YouTuber from Australia that I watch. I think Australia, could be New Zealand. The accents sort of blurred together, but he does city building and city planning videos, and his episodes are, I'd say, 35 to 60 minutes long, and he tends to do one daily. Well, I can't get out in front of them. I'm about 10 to 15 episodes behind, which, if you think about it, is 10 to 15 hours behind, and I can't binge what he does. I can do 1, maybe 2 episodes back to back, but I will never get caught up. And the thing is that periodically he'll build a city for like 50 to 80 episodes, say, and then he'll destroy it, start another one. Okay, I think that's a great model, but the thing is, I'll never get caught up if I want to see every episode. So I don't have to see every episode. And I guess I want my channel to be the same way. If I'm putting out more content than you can process time-wise, just skip ahead. Particularly the truck videos. And I want to be really careful when I say this, because it's my channel. I want you to watch it because it's amazing. But at the same time, like particularly the truck videos, they're all the same, and that's kind of what people want. Again, I've been in graphic design and media and marketing and communications and advertising for a minute, and people do want surprises, and they want things that are new, but they only want them in the context of a very predictable framework, right? That's why when you come home and flip on your TV or flip on your tablet, you're looking for something that you know. You're looking for a new episode of something that you already know. You don't just flip to a random channel. And wanting to be surprised, like I said, it has to happen in the context of familiarity. I hope I'm not like spamming you right now with marketing and communication terminology, but you get what I'm saying. People do want something new, but they want, yeah, I've said it a couple times now. You get what I'm saying. You hear the talk I'm talking. So the truck videos, every one of them will be different, but every one of them will also be the same. So there's no narrative thread. You can just look in the video description and see what city we're going from and what city we're going to, and that's really it. And there are some new things. I mean, Iceland, we talked about Iceland, obviously different, lovely, and we ran the winter mod, the frosty mod, and now we're running mild winter, and the seasons are changing, the days are getting longer. We're coming down out of the Baltic region now, so there's a little bit of variety there, but for the most part it's just me driving a truck and talking. Hey, so there's not a whole lot going on there, but that's the whole point. And I know that the videos that I watch, that I really look forward to, same thing. They are all the same, but sometimes that's what you're looking for. The trick is to be the same, to be predictable and familiar in the way that the audience wants, without being repetitive and boring and just literally doing the same thing over and over. You get what I'm saying? So the truck videos, I think, are the trickiest because they're all the same, but that's okay. And the farm videos, I think, are a little bit different, particularly Farming Simulator 2017, because you can take it in so many different unpredictable directions that, again, are still within a framework of being a little bit familiar enough that people aren't wondering what the hell you're doing. What is that? What's he doing now? Oh, he's gone crazy. Can't be like that. And then Cattle and Crops is the third series that I'm doing, and it's in early access. I'm struggling with that. Plus, I have those frame rate issues on Cattle and Crops. And the weirdest thing is I can't see them. Like, I'm staying at between 30 and 60 FPS in game. It's only when I review them, and even then I have to review like every single minute, because the frame rate drops are sporadic. It's not the whole video. It can be fine. Now, I saw that it cut in really kind of suddenly about the 20-minute mark, so when I make my next Cattle and Crops video tomorrow, I'm going to maybe cut it at 20 minutes and see if we can, right? Hey, that's science. So I need to figure out what volume of content people want to see, and And again, coming from an advertising and marketing background, it's fascinating for me because I've always been marketing other people's products. I mean, I need to market myself a little bit as I go out and hunt down clients, but it's not the same. So to be answering now for myself the questions that other people have paid me to answer all these years I'm really enjoying it. And I'm thinking about things like with that city builder channel that I watched. There is what I would describe as an overflow of content. I cannot watch all the content he puts out. But in a way, that's okay. I can skip an episode if I want. I can miss a few. It's not a big deal. But that works for his channel specifically. Now, if he went the other way, and instead of posting daily, if he posted 2 or 3 or 4 times a week, there's a context where that could work as well, but I don't see it working for him because people are so used to, and I'm so used to, the daily content. So you see what I'm getting at. It's different for every channel, it's different for every presenter, it's different for every type of content. So I'm looking to find that balance. If people want 2 or 3 videos a day, if they want 3, even though they only ever watch 2, that's fine. I'll do that because I'll get the 2 views. If they want 1 a week, I can do that too. So we'll figure it out in time. But mostly what I want to do is I want to make amazing content. One of the things that has always resonated very deeply with me is when you see a video on ultra settings, or when you see a video that's captured in a way that it looks like we're not quite at the point where it looks like we're watching a movie, but it's getting close. I think within another 2 or 3 years, as we get to 4K, as we get to retina monitors and that sort of thing. I don't mean a monitor in your retina, I mean a monitor that exceeds the ability of your eye to capture photons and light. More pixels than your eye can resolve. I know Apple, I think, was the first one a few years ago that had a phone camera, you know what I mean, the booty trap, the little thing, smartphone. Apple was the first company, or at least the first company, to talk about a display on their smartphone that it had more pixels than the eye could see. And that is when they talk about exceeding the capacity of a retina. That's what they're talking about. So as we move through 4K, there will be, I believe there's a cap for monitors. 4K, high def, 60 FPS, 120 FPS. I think between 30 and 60 is all your eye can see anyway, so there's no reason to waste processor power on 150 FPS. It's cool to show off. Go in a forum and tell everybody how your card renders at 150 FPS. You can't see it. Literally, the eye cannot distinguish it. So as we get above certain frame rates, and as we get above certain pixel counts. All right. Loading scenery, but holding together. Come on. Come on, baby. 164 kilometers. We got this. As we exceed those technological thresholds, there's really, there's nothing sort of north of there. And there will always be ways to improve games, post-processing and that sort of thing, but as far as resolution, there is a cap to that, and FPS, same thing. So I believe in a few years, games will be indistinguishable from reality, or at least from a movie. Well, no, take that back. Nothing's as good as reality. But games will be as good as movies, so it will literally be indistinguishable, that when you're watching a video game, you won't know if you're watching a movie. CGI people. Not there yet. Let's all go watch the Polar Express. But it's getting there, and it will get there until we have 100% rendered characters that are indistinguishable from actual real life human peoples. We'll get there. That's always fascinated me, and we can unpack the psychology of that another time and place. But the takeaway is the videos that I see that resonate the most strongly with me are videos that are minimum of 1080p and a minimum of 60 FPS, and that's what I want to render myself. Those are the videos that I want to make. I want to be able to make content like the content that resonates with me, I think, is the goal. So, wanting to sort out my FPS issues as quickly as possible, particularly on Cattle and Crops. Now, that brings us to another topic, which is Cattle and Crops is early access right now, and I'm on mission 17. Tomorrow I'll record mission 17 of 18. Then what? I don't want to get into free play yet. I don't think the game is ready for it. Plus, there are going to be other patches applied, and I'm really looking forward to it. In fact, I'll go check the timeline. It may happen today or tomorrow. Not likely to, but it could. That they will release the next patch with the Klaus Tucano in it, and then that gives us more episodes to do that way. But what I'm getting at is, I don't think I'll be able to do 2 or 3 per week as I was. So, then what? And what I've thought about is, I think I mentioned this in another, all the videos run together. Plus, most of the time I don't know what I'm talking about. I said it was in advertising, right? So, I think I may have mentioned this, but I've got a particular kind of farm that I like to run in Farm Simulator 2017. And I realize that all my farms sort of gravitate to that. And that's not good or bad. It's just a thing. It's just a way, some kind of a way. So I thought about doing a farm that is completely different, but still very slow and very methodical, very realistic and very chill, but definitely a long play series. And what I want to be careful of is that I don't that I don't get into it. Oh dear. Well, that was very exciting. That I don't get into a situation where I have too many series going at once. And something else that I don't like when YouTubers do is when they just abandon a series. And I can understand now that there are reasons why that might happen. And ultimately, it's their channel. They can do whatever they want. I can be mad about it all day. Who cares? But for me personally, I would want to always tie off a series before I start another one. So I'm cautious about getting another Farm Simulator series going. Is this a turn? No. And then Cattle and Crops patch is over, or they do the full release, or however you want to say it. And now I need to do a free play career mode of Cattle and Crops while I already have 2 Farm Sim going, plus ETS2. And then I want to mix in some other things too. I want to do some ATS, I want to do some spin tires, and any other. I'd love to get a racing game going. The problem with that is I can't race and talk at the same time. Not on Project Cars or Assetto Corsa. They are both just too damn hard. Which sounds funny because I've been playing racing sims forever. But Project Cars, and even more so Assetto Corsa, it's like you can't turn the AI down enough to be able to beat it on a set of Corsa. You need to spend a lot of time practicing a track and really spend a lot of time digging into setup if you want to be competitive on a set of Corsa. It's crazy. I like it, but I can't talk. So a set of Corsa would most likely, a set of Corsa and Project Cars would be out. I'm guessing Dirt and Dirt Rally, Dirt 4, whatever. I'm guessing same thing. I'd like to get some other stuff mixed in there. Point is, I would have too many series going at once, and it would take the delivery out to like once a week. And I feel like TV shows used to be on once a week, but I feel like we expect our content more often now. It's not like them old days. Just make it through there. Seems a little narrow. Could just be me. So I don't know, you know, if I had six titles, 6 series going, 5 or 6, you'd get 1 episode a week. I don't know if that's enough. I think people want more than that. So just things to think about. Fortunately, for now, I don't really have to think very hard about them because I have very few subscribers and very little traffic on the channel. So it's sort of a good time to be sorting these things out. But yeah, that's a possibility. There's something blinking up here. I don't know if it's blinking, or if it's some kind of glitch. What's going on? Is it just coming through the trees? Oh, it's like neon. And it was doing a little picket fence on me. Not very nice. Right, so that's what's going on. And as far as Cattle and Crops, I don't know what the full release is going to look like, and I don't know. I know right now, the early access, I think it's interesting because it's kind of new. You know, we haven't really seen it, but I don't know how the game will work for, you know, long play. I don't know. I think sometimes it might even be too realistic, which is, I've heard a lot of Farm Simulator 2017 YouTubers say they can't play they can't play a YouTube series with seasons. It just makes it too slow and too boring. Well, I'm kind of slow and boring, so I'm doing all my Farm Simulator with seasons, and I feel like what Cattle and Crops does with their, obviously it's not called seasons, but seasons are called seasons, so there's going to be a little bit of a misunderstanding down the road a ways every time you say, you know, the seasons in Cattle and Crops, and somebody says, oh, Cattle and Crops doesn't have seasons. No, it doesn't have seasons mod, but it does have seasons. The way that the seasons are set up in Cattle and Crops, I'm curious if that's going to make for some pretty boring gameplay too. At the moment, we can kind of get away with it because we're early access and it's a novelty and everything. But long term, I don't know. Having said that, there I am on FS17 using seasons. So it's a work in progress, like all of life. It's a work in progress. Right, I think we got another few minutes to go here. I think I've covered just about everything. Yeah. Okay. So cool. Next episode, I will... Now, I've got the top line extended, which is... it's not the long line, but it's bigger than the regular top line. So my logo is sort of floating on the side there because it's got that big extended sleeper behind it. But I can't get a 6x4. This is in the RJL. I can't get a 6x4 with just the regular sleeper. I can go 6x2 with a regular. Oh, you don't care. Anyway, I know my logo is sort of floating in space there, but I'm working on it. It's my turn. So the reason I mention that is next episode we will hopefully we'll be able to get a skin trailer and have the whole rig, you know, looking all professional, like a front to back truck driving company. Find the right gear here. I feel like I've been putting on my wrong turn signal, but I think the reason that's the case is, where's my entrance? Did I miss it? I think I missed it. The indicator for both turn signals is on the left. And I see that sometimes, and I think I have my left turn signal on, when in reality I have my right turn signal on. Where's my turn? Oh, you go straight. Okay. Maybe. We'll see. Let's just drive around the block. Let's see a little bit of... Are we in Latvia? Yeah, let's see a little bit of Latvia at night. We'll get it this time. So we'll try to get some skin trucks. Now see, it is that telling me to turn? Oh, it's right there. Okay. That's why I didn't see it. I thought that was like a boulevard. Alright. So we'll get some skin trucks going. Some skin trailers will look like a legit truck driving company. And I got a couple more surprises. I sound like a nerd every time I say that. Oh yeah, big video game surprises. But I do. I got some big video game surprises. This one's not too hard. Okay. Let's see where we're at here. I'm sorry I get so quiet when I'm backing up, but it's maximum focus. No way around it. Okay, cool. Tracking toward our promotion. Folks, thank you so much for stopping by to join the Portable Gamer. Thanks for joining us for another episode of European Truck Simulator. We'll see you next time. Take care.